Hey, good morning, church family. Pastor Bill here for the Sunday Youth Talk. I wanted to talk a little bit today about service. That is what the sermon is on, and what we're going to be talking about. And wanted to ask a couple questions, and just wonder if you ever had a teacher that kind of went out of your way or their way for you to help you pass or maybe you're going through something and they help you through it, or maybe you have a neighbor that watches out for you, um, kind of maybe keeps you safe, keeps you out of trouble. And then you have your mom and dad who does um, endless things for you most of the time. We don't see that when we're this age, but sometimes when you get older, you do realize it. Um, or maybe you have a church family that keeps you lifted up and keeps you involved and keeps you uh, doing things to build your relationship with Christ. So all those things, sometimes we want to give back. Sometimes we want to say, you've been so helpful for me. What can I do for you? And that's kind of what we're looking at today is what kind of service can we do? How can we help? If it's the community or if it's a school or a sports team, um, you've helped me stay out of trouble, so how can I repay that back to you? What service do you need? And it doesn't always have to be monetary. It can be um, going to the football field and seeing if you can help out with groundskeeping. There's a number of different ways you can do it. But I looked up two quotes about service, and the first one is small acts, when multiplied by millions of people, can transform the world. This is so true because you see it all the time in say the fast food line or Dunkin' Donut line where you might have somebody pay for your coffee ahead of you. Um, and then maybe you pay for the person behind you. The second quote says, service is love put into action. Thus, if we ourselves are love, and love put into an action is service, then anytime we're expressing love in any of its forms, we're being of service. So that's another way to look at it, is if you're expressing love to someone, caring for them, um, helping them in a rough situation, you're expressing love, therefore you're doing service. The Bible, so what's the Bible say about service? This is 2 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 12. The service that you perform is not only supplying the needs of the Lord's people, but it also overflowing in many expressions of thanks to God. See, when we do service and we do it out of love, that's an expression, that's a confirmation, that is proof that God exists in our lives. That we want to take the love that we've shared or that we felt and we want to share it. Um, it's about giving back, and it's about um, helping the people that help you, and that can be in a life in somebody's life that hasn't found Christ yet, and even more so in somebody that is a disciple in Christ or of Christ. And there's many different ways to do it, but the main thing is that when you do it out of love, and you give back and you help those people and you do a service. You talk about the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts, and they have service that they do. That is a foundation of giving back to the community. the people that the community that lets them meet and lets them exist in their building or use their building. It's an expression of thank you, the service that they do for that sponsored organization. So service can mean a whole lot of different things, and it can get very confusing. But the main thing is when we do service, we do it out of love, and we know that we're making a difference. And no matter how small it might be, that just serving others is showing God's love. Let me close by sharing a story. When I was at camp a couple years ago, um, they being a camp counselor, you get to know the kids and you get to know their issues. And there was one particular young man that really kind of felt uh, he had a lot of issues, and he shared them with me, and we talked. And I remember we were getting ready to go to service, and he asked me if I had a water bottle, and I thought, pre-COVID, I said, "Do you want to drink? Are you hot?" It was a hot week, and he goes, "No, I want to go fill it for you." That was his way of doing a service for me because I was doing a service for him. That was his way of giving back to me by going to get me the water. Let him feel like he was giving back to me by because of me giving my time to him. It was very humbling because something as little as filling up a water bottle meant a lot to him. But that's what service does. The little things sometimes just mean so much to the person that's doing them, and it touches the person that they're doing it for. So I want to close on that note. Just remember that when you can, every opportunity possible, try to do some type of service for somebody that has helped you along the way, and do it out of love. And when you do that, you're showing God's love. So it all is connected. I hope you have a great day. Hope to see you at 11:15. And if you need anything, let me know. God bless.